So the latest FH5 expansion's been out now for well over a week, getting on to 2 weeks as the time of recording this, so it's given me ample time to really explore this expansion to its fullest. And I can summarise it for you in one sentence. It's fun, but there's nothing new. That's honestly it. There's just zero things new in this expansion, unless you really want to call 3 people telling you medium left and things like that. Unless you really want to count that as new, there's just nothing with this expansion, and it just feels, it really has felt like at this point that they've not cared about Forza Horizon 5. Now, I've been reading other people's reviews about it, and you know, the general consensus is that the map is just pretty much a smaller FH5, which is absolutely true. You know, you've got your sand dunes area, that's nothing new. You've got, you know, a little lakey part over here. You've got a construction area, a dam. You've got a solar farm here, solar power farm, and you've got a jungly area with a mountainous road back here. Yeah, so there's just nothing new with the map. Whilst I do think it's fun to drive around with a hell of a lot more twistier roads and things like that, it's just nothing really special. And that's really it. It's just a more twistier, bumpier Forza Horizon 5 map. There's nothing new to it, which is really a shame. And it's not only with just that. When it comes to the vehicles as well, you know, if you are a big fan of your trophy trucks and your off-roading buggies, then, you know, you will get a kick out of these new vehicles. However, I'm not the hugest fan of them. I'm more of a rally car fan. And the fact that the only one rally car we got was Colin McRae's Focus, which is good. You know, I do like the fact we got one of Colin McRae's cars. You know, one is not fantastic. It really is fantastic. And, you know, probably licensing and things like that. But I really would have rathered more rally cars. And then the other ones have just been seasonal rewards. Because, really, it's just... yeah, it's just... and that's the annoying thing. That was the really annoying thing with this expansion. Is it's just 15 quid more for nothing. That's really it. There's just nothing here. All the new stuff, the anti-lag turbo, launch control, the tyre profile size, and the new props in the event lab, that was all free anyway. I mean, yeah, sure, there probably was gonna be, coming out because of this expansion. That could well be true. But, yeah, what you're getting for 15 quid, or whatever it is in your currency, it's just nothing. And that's all I can say. There's just nothing here. Now, let's get into some positives. But let's talk about the events themselves. Now, if you're like me and don't really do a lot of the event lab stuff, I can tell you for a fact that these event routes are so much fun. I actually do have a hell of a lot of fun with these events. Like I said before, these are a lot bumpier and a lot more technical than pretty much all of Horizon 5. Yeah, sure, Horizon 5 has some technical sections, but it is nowhere near as technical as this. So that's the thing, it is very fun to drive around, and the event routes are very fun. Obviously, with this expansion, the new thing, if you want to call it, is rally. You know, as you can hear, Ramiro is giving me pace notes. Obviously, Ale and Alex will also do the same, and basically what you do is you pick one of their teams, if you will. You do a bunch of events and little PR stunts, and then you unlock the next team, and then basically you go against them in a 1v1, and then it's rinse and repeat for the next 2 teams, and then you pretty much, and then at the end of it you do the Goliath, and that's it. That is pretty much how this entire expansion goes. So there's zero progression, pretty much. Whilst, yes, Hot Wheels probably wouldn't have been I do like the fact that Hot Wheels has progression. It probably wouldn't have been the best expansion, really, to do the expansion with, considering, you know, it's a Hot Wheels. You're meant to go with just how fast that expansion really is. Starting out in B-Class is very, very sluggish. I think that progression system would have worked a lot better in this expansion. You know, at least it did have something closer to Forza Horizon 1. But yeah, that is going to be pretty much the main comparison, is the Horizon rallying between this and Horizon 1. And Horizon 1 does the rallying better, because the co-driver actually gives you more detailed, much more detailed pace notes. You know, he will say, care, don't cut, cut, give you distances as well, and things like that. The other thing with the pace notes in this expansion is, on some events, it is absolutely fine. You know, I think Rami's has probably got the best pace notes compared to Alex, but I'm not going to say that they're absolutely perfect, because half the time you get the pace note when you're pretty much on the corner anyways. So, you know, you spend more of the time pretty much just looking at the map and things like that, which, you know, that's fine. You know, just you look at the road ahead, and, you know, you just look at the road ahead and then you make your judgments off there. However, you know, the pace note, they're just very inconsistent, the pace notes. And that's the only thing. Now, I'm not going to say that it's just purely Horizon, you know. There's been inconsistent pace notes in previous rally games. However, with this, it is all over the place. That some of them are completely fine and actually quite good, and then other ones are just, Jesus. You're pretty much doing the corner and then you get the pace note. But, yeah, that's just... It's just really nothing new to it. You know, you just do challenges, you get some cars, and that's it. You pretty much get 9 buggies and trophy trucks, that's fine, with 1 rally car. All the unique new stuff was free with the update anyway, which is good. But, you know, when you pay for the expansion, you do want something new that doesn't come with just the update. But you don't. You really don't. So, yeah. That's pretty much my review of it. So, would I recommend this update? Would I recommend getting this expansion? If you really want to spend... If you want about, I don't know, 2-3 days of something that is actually really fun to mess around. Really, really fun to mess around. But you get nothing new... be my guest. Otherwise, don't bother. Because you're paying 15 quid for just 9 cars. Which isn't too bad. Well, 10 cars, really. Which, you know, isn't too bad. Like, each car's basically £1.50 if you want to put it that way. But they're not fantastic additions, if you ask me. So... that's it. I'm going to call it there for a video and a review. Do hope you enjoyed. All feedback is appreciated. If you have your own opinions of that, you know, feel free. Comments, link in the description for Discord. Feel free to post them there, because I really would be curious to hear what your experiences are about this, because mine is very fun, but once I realised I did it, or once I realised that was it, yeah, it falls apart quite quickly, if you ask me. And actually quite a fair amount of people as well. However, that's it from me. Take care, and ciao for now.